Round 5, not where we want it to be. It's where we find ourselves all the same. Rocket League, never simple, never straightforward. Can't just coast through games. You can't expect to beat teams. You have to go out and do the hard work. Unfortunately, at the moment, I think it's just a confidence issue. There's nerves setting in, and boys just are making basic errors result. This can't happen again. Unity up next. Game number 1 underway on Manfield night, and it has to be a win. 3 games they have to take here, otherwise it'll be closed qualifier tomorrow, and 6 seconds in. That's a good start.
I'm going to do you one better. That is a great start, and I'm going to up myself. That is the perfect start for the boys. It could not have started off better. 6 seconds in, we've got a goal on the board. Keep your foot on the gas and get as far away as possible. Perfect start for Apex.
One nil up.
Just gotta
My
keep it up
apologies.
here. Yeah,
Got
we're
it
good. We're good. We're a bit nervous, bro. This is a win or go home scenario and try again tomorrow. So we're a bit nervous. Their casting skill not as good as it needs to be, but Original drops off absolutely none. What a performance from the last series, and it's going to carry over to this series as well. 2-0 for Apex. Unity starting off rough now. This is exactly what we want.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite clear to me at the moment that Apex are solidly a top 8 team, but is it anything more than that? Are they capable of more of that? They should be. From what we've seen, from what we know, it should be, you know, top 3 at bare minimum, but on today, it just hasn't quite shown. They find themselves 2-0 up here, though. It's a perfect start to the final series of today. If we carry on like this, we're going to be in good shape. But again, where's the defense?
The defense is not where it needs to be. To answer your question in as simple form as I can, Monkey King just rolls that ball in. There's no need to get mechanical. Just let the ball roll off your car, and that will put Unity on the board. And Apex starting to slip a little bit. They just need to get back into that focus. It's not the end of the world. Just let in 1 goal. It's all good. The bump play is huge. That's going to help out a lot. And the angle comes in, but Original gets the backside of that ball. Send that ball back to their own half. And Unity going to keep this one in the corner. But they got to get this ball out of their own half before we even need to worry a little bit.
Up by a goal. Was 2. That deficit half there by Monkey King. Interesting touch. Poor ball side rotation, but Unity appear to have got away with it for now. Gets over the top of 2 players. Original up. It's a great 50-50. It should be a goal, but what a recovery out of net that was to make the save. It should well have been 3-1, but unbelievable from Bigfoot. Gets in on the other end, but no conversion.
Really unfortunate way for that ball to go. But alas, it happens. We just need to focus up and keep putting shots on target, just like that one there. That was a really quick shot. Does not land, but it does force the Unity defense to make an adjustment. There's another shot from the offense of Unity. And there's the clear from Apex. The redirect is a little too strong, and the angle's a little too sharp. Apex will stay at 2 goals for now, but they're doing a great job of keeping the Unity defense at bay. They're keeping the ball in the orange half. They're making this as hard as possible, and they eventually break the defense down enough to sneak another one in.
Finally restoring that 2-goal lead. It took a minute and a half there to get it back. They've done just that. Lackstar with his second of the game. Start on the back foot here again to Apex Gaming. Need just that little bit more of a cushion that can really pile on some pressure here against Unity. You've done well for themselves to get to the round 5, coming in as the bottom seed in this top 16 qualifier. To make it this far is impressive in and of itself. Beating Ice Esports and Mills Esport on the way. Apex want to be the team to send them to that closed qualifier. All the same, the passing plays not quite coming off, but Defunct manages to maintain possession for the time being, allowing Original to get back in behind them and make it clear as far as the halfway line. 1:20 to go here in game number 1. Apex still on the front foot, still leading by 2. It's not quite as comfortable as they may have liked.
Yeah, this game has definitely been closer than Apex wants it. But as long as you can hold up and just keep your foot on the gas pedal, you are in good shape. There's a 2-goal deficit for Unity, which means they have to score twice. If you let in a kickoff goal, then that's okay. Or not really a kickoff goal, but like maybe a pinch goal. And there's a long-range goal you shouldn't let in. It's fine. You still have one more to go. You just got to stay focused, keep playing your game, and waste as much time as you can. You don't need to score again. Right now, I would definitely prefer if this ball was on the orange side of the field, but I mean, if the ball just stays in the corner for the next 30 seconds, that's fine too. As I say that, Blackstar does exactly what they need to do, get that ball over on the orange side, and now Apex is playing where they're most comfortable.
Not quite able to get the flick off. That's a big clear from Defunct. There's a chance. Blackstar plays it high. Original can't get the read. Defunct to slow it down. One more maybe from Blackstar, looking for his hat trick in game number 1. No conversion there. Original just wide. But that pressure has done enough. Apex will take game number 1 from Unity here. One step closer to the main event. 3-1 winners in game 1.
That's exactly what we need. We need to keep that momentum going. Just let that fuel you through the entire rest of the series. Do whatever you can to take any shining light of hope that your opponent has. Try to take that away. They're not unbeatable. Unity just went down. 3-1 was the score. You had a 2-goal lead. Use that to your advantage. Try to implement the bumps also. I did not see as many bumps from Apex as I saw in the last series. So go ahead and try to implement those. If you can implement the bumps and really get those involved in your gameplay, you're going to have a really, really good time on offense, because if you got 3-1 without the bumps, you can get easily a 6-1 with the bumps.
Yeah, certainly. And I would expect to see Apex really pile on into game number 2 with that 1 game lead in the series. A little bit of confusion about who's taking that ball there as Defunct and Original try and work it out between them. Barely gets the head of that ball in front of Potato with a gun. We were talking about some of the names in the break here. Unity has some fantastic ones. Bigfoot, Monkey King, and Potato with a gun. Something that in the sort of smaller regions in the RLCS definitely get names along those lines.
And I love it. Me personally, I absolutely love it. This looks like a lot of just guys having fun, and they happen to be really good players. It's not all of the like super high level names that you would expect, the traditional esports names. It's a little bit of funner names, and I really, really like that, because at the end of the day, video games are about fun, and if you're good at them and you can let a lot of people see your name, it just brightens the whole mood.
100%. And maybe Apex need the pick me up. I know what I do after what has been a ultimately frustrating top 16 qualifier. No opening goal in the first minute. Oh, I almost did it again there. That's a fantastic save on the line from Blackstar. He barely squeaks that round his right-hand post. A minute and a half now gone, and no opening goal for either team as Defunct sets up Original, but that one turned away as well by Potato with a gun.
Yeah, really nice turn away right there. Now Apex starting to get on their opponent's side, making things a little bit awkward. as we got two players bundled up in the corner, almost leading to a goal for Apex, but Unity realizes what they're doing in just the nick of time. And now they've cleared this ball over towards the blue half. And this is where Unity wants to be. Definitely not ideal for Apex, but of course Apex wasting no time getting that clear and putting Unity back on their back foot.
After this game played now, we're still waiting an opener. I've got to stop talking. I really need to. That was even closer this time around, but again, Apex Gaming survived. Unity are getting close with the shot opportunities. That one comes back out off the post as well. Man sat on the halfway line, and it's not going to be enough. Lackstar will put Apex ahead with a long-range shot down the middle and clean over the top of the last man.
A little bit of a whiff from Unity and a great shot from Apex will open up the scoreboard. And that is a perfect start for Apex. It took them a little bit of time to get back in that groove, but they are able to strike first. They're well on their way to possibly taking game number 2. An awkward spot for the defense of Unity, and Apex takes advantage of it all day. 2-0 now for the boys.
Looking and feeling a lot better there. They actually had to suffer a fair amount of pressure there from Unity, who were putting forward some good pressure, some good chances, and barely unable to convert. They've got their goal here straight off the kickoff, though. That 2-goal cushion has now gone in an instant.
Yeah, that is definitely an unfortunate way for the kickoff to go, but I mean, sometimes you just can't really do anything about it. All you got to do is focus on the present and the future. Do not dwell on the past. Don't let that one go in. That looked a little bit dangerous than it actually was, but still, it made me a little bit nervous, but we are good. Lackstar is there for the clear, and now Lackstar on the attack, looking to set something up for his teammate, but this one not going to go. It's a little wide. And Original, look at all these bumps, causing a whole lot of problems for the side of Unity, but they do manage to clear it back over towards the blue side, but it's not going to stay there for long. Apex, such a good team about clearing this ball back to the other side and not letting it stay in danger for long. Nearing the 1 minute mark, they are still in the lead, but I would like another one to have a little bit of a cushion.
Yeah, it's not exactly comfortable at the moment, and Unity, in my opinion, have looked the better of the two teams going forward in this game. They certainly look like they have a goal in them. Again, already converted one. They were unlucky with another couple chances that were barely pushed round the post, really stretching Apex. That's a double commit that Original has managed to recover for the time being. He'll be challenged. It does beat out. 30 seconds to go in game number 2. Apex up by a goal and up by 1 game in the series. Should they hold on to this, they'll be 1 game away from the main event. That was the target for today. The target, of course, really was to sweep the bracket 3-0, but lost to White Rabbit Gaming through a spanner in the works in round number 2. Similarly, losing to Reformed in round 4 leaves us where we are. Wins over Mills Esport and LMR Legends gave us the 2 that we needed to get this far, and that will be another game under the belt. 3 qualification points here for the main event and for Apex Gaming.
That is huge. That is so big. 1 more game is needed for Apex Gaming to take the game, take the series, and qualify for the main event next Friday. 1 more game, and we're going to the main event. Couldn't get that out there, huh?
It's certainly difficult when the day gets long and the mind starts like slowing down. You're winding down. You're getting ready to settle in for the night, and job of a caster. You got to keep talking. You got to keep moving. You got to get that ton working in the end. It's been a long old day for the boys in Apex as well. We have been going for quite a few hours now. Off the top of my head, I think this is we're in hour 3, and to my understanding, Unity have made a substitution here. Jeff has gone out, who was playing as Monkey Man, I think his name was. King. Monkey King, thank you. So Jeff is what we had on Wikipedia. He is now being replaced by Zeph. So, you know, not at all confusing. Thanks for that one, Unity. Just make our lives that little bit harder as casters. But Original opens the door 21 seconds into Game 3. Apex Gaming have 1 foot in the main event.
That they do, when Apex turns on the death timer for Unity. They need to get rid of that lead, but Apex, they are just so oppressive and they are so good at holding leads. It's not going to be easy for Unity, especially if they keep on tagging the shots on. That's another one that's put on target for the side of Apex, and it forces Unity to stretch out and make the save. But this one, they do manage to save. The infield pass is good. It's a little bit off, still very dangerous. But the double commit from Unity will get that ball cleared, and Apex is looking real nice.
Touch from Laxar into that corner. He's going to pick up the boost, leaves that one for Defunct as well. Apex seriously setting up shop in the Unity half. Finally, they get this ball clear. Defunct plays a safe one to the corner. Apex only up by the 1 goal at the moment, but do seem like they are in command of this one, as that one's going to go long. It's a 2v1 situation, a 3v1 actually, as Blackstar did join the attack. Defunct opting to drop back. I do like the Apex are just playing it that little bit slower. That's going to be the 2nd goal. Original with a brace in game number 3. Fully in the driver's seat now.
They are in the driver's seat and then some. Apex 2 up now. And that clock is ticking. Unity just letting Apex get as far as possible. There's still a lot of time to play, so I should not count my chickens before the eggs hatch. But what a dominant start from Apex, and they're looking for another. Blackstar puts his team up by 3. And Apex starting to run away.
What a shot that is. Gets up so quickly. Bigfoot doesn't have any chance of keeping that one out. 3 goals to the good here in game number 3 with 3 minutes and 17 remaining. And it may well sneak in for a 4th. I think that may have been just wide. But Potato with a gun opts to deal with it anyway. It is 2-0. Up in this series, 1 game to go, and Laxstar has made it 4 with 3 minutes remaining. Apex Gaming are trying to close this out as early as possible so they can breeze through the final few minutes.
I don't want to say the nail is in the coffin just yet, but I think the preacher has the hammer and nail in hand. 3 minutes to go, up by 4, and Apex, no intent of slowing down. That one was almost number 5. Defunct getting to the ball first, but Unity holding up for now. But now they're showing a little bit of offensive presence, but it gets shut down immediately. Apex, such a good position to get this ball back in their favor.
Half the game to go, and it's another one of these batterings at the moment for Apex Gaming. There's been a few throughout today, notably in the first series as well against LMR Legends. It was a 5-0 win in game 1, 8-0 in game 2, and 11-2 in game number 3. Didn't quite get going against White Rabbit Gaming. That's a go back from Unity, but against Mills as well, 4-2, 8-2, 4-1, and even against Reformed there was a 6-1 win in there. Like to score their goals here to Apex. It's just at times today being a little bit sloppy on the defense. That's why we find ourselves in the round 5. But quite frankly, not worried. Main event in sight. It's a stroll to the finish line at the moment, as long as they can keep their lead.
Yeah, and that goal is, or that shot opportunity is definitely a little scary, but the defense of Apex holding on for now. Clock is ticking. This one's going down. It's almost put on target. A great effort by Bigfoot, but Apex just forcing the awkward angle and making that shot as hard as possible, and they just can't make them. Now 90 seconds to go. Apex still in the lead by 3. Now Unity with a shot. It's a little high. It's going to be put off target, on target this time. And once again, Apex has an opportunity looking for the redirect, but it's going to be defunct to put one more in. And main event, here we come.
Yeah, 4 goals in 1 minute and 12 seconds. It's not an easy task for any team. Unity coming in as 16th seed. They have made it as far as round 5. All the credit to them, but it's going to be close qualifiers for them in the end. Gonna have to do it all again tomorrow. Apex Gaming, it should have been a lot simpler than this. 2-2 as it stands in Swiss, the minute away from the main event. It's not going to be such a good seeding for them in that starting Swiss stage. They may well come up against some tougher teams in that main event looking for the playoffs bracket. It's going to be a go back. It's going to be Zeph's first of the series. But is it too little, too late? I think so.
I think it is too, but you cannot get too comfortable because those kickoff goals can get you. But still, as long as Apex just keep playing their game, this series is over and there's nothing that Unity will be able to do about it. Apex still trying to put some more shots on the board. But right now, Unity with control, setting it up, but the 50 goes the way of Apex now, and they're looking to keep this ball on opponent half. Ball game! Apex find their 6th, and that's the nail in the coffin. Calling it here.
That's a hat trick there for Latstar in this game. And that will do it. Apex Gaming go to the main event. They will go into the Swiss stage with a 6th to 8th seeding, depending on how ATK and the Bros do in their matches. But this should just about confirm it. A sweep going into today with a higher seeding than both teams.